I'm Steve Wiggins, and this is the Groundworks Ministries podcast. Today we're reading from the book of Numbers, chapter 22, and let's focus on verses 28 through 31. Then the Lord opened the donkey's mouth, and she asked Balaam, "What have I done to you, that you've beaten me these 3 times?" And Balaam answered the donkey, "You made me look like a fool. If I had a sword in my hand, I'd kill you now." But the donkey said, "Am I not the donkey you've ridden all your life until today? Have I ever treated you this way before?" "No," he replied. And then the Lord opened Balaam's eyes, and he saw the angel of the Lord standing in the path with a sword drawn in his hand. What is a donkey? Well, it's simply a beast of burden. Donkeys carry the load. Sometimes they carry you wherever and whenever you want. A donkey, although stubborn by nature, exists solely to serve men. It is a beast of burden. So for Balaam, his donkey was a metaphor of his relationship with the God of Israel. Balaam wanted the benefits of God's power and his wisdom without having to be accountable to him. And in that sense, Balaam was a bit of a braying donkey himself. What I find interesting in Balaam's conversation with his donkey and the subsequent dialogue with the angel of the Lord is how merciful that God was toward Balaam at that very moment. The Lord is basically saying, "What have I done to you that you would mistreat me, that you would mistrust my leading and attempt to assert your will upon my prophetic word, when you know it is impossible to change circumstances once I have spoken?" I believe Balaam, the non-Jew, had a real shot at a relationship with the God of Israel at that moment. And in the end, Balaam chose an affiliation with God over a relationship. Balaam knew about God, but he never really knew him. Balaam never surrendered his will to God's lordship. And in the same way, there are many who affiliate with the church. They know about Jesus, they've had spiritual, worshipful moments in Christian assembly, and perhaps they claim to follow him. And yet they don't know Jesus in a saving way. They wish to reap the benefits of associating with Jesus, but they never surrender to his lordship and the Spirit's leading. And perhaps we should consider how God has loved us while we were yet sinners, the next time we're tempted to choose our personal gain over the Lord's promises. Could it be that we have merely affiliated with God as opposed to surrendering to his lordship? And in doing so, we've denied ourselves a true, completely obtainable relationship with him. How can we choose to continue following Jesus and listen to the Holy Spirit and seek his word despite the circumstances? Well, that is perhaps our truest indicator of the genuineness of our faith. If a true spiritual transformation has occurred in your life, it should be leading you onward, sanctifying you, as it were, to serve the Lord, void of our personal agendas. I'm Steve Wiggins, and this is the Groundworks Ministries podcast. Check us out at groundworksministries.com.